Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. What Joey Graziadei texted Kelsey Anderson after DWTS debut. Bachelor Joey Graziadei made his debut on Dancing with the Stars this week. He shared what he texted his fiancée after his dance. He got engaged to Kelsey Anderson on the season 28 Bachelor final. They're living together in Los Angeles while he competes on the ABC dance competition. Keep reading to see his wholesome text to his future wife. Bachelor star reacts to DWTS score. Bachelor Nation fans honestly weren't expecting much from Joey Graziadei on the dance floor. The women from the franchise have done very well in the dance competition. Bachelorettes Caitlin Bristow and Hannah Brown both won the Mirrorball Trophy during their seasons, but the men of Bachelor Nation haven't had much luck on Dancing with the Stars. Season 25 Bachelor Matt James went home in the fourth week of the competition. Nick Viall and Joe Amabile made it to sixth place before getting eliminated. Joey Graziadei could be the first male Bachelor Nation star to win Dancing with the Stars. He had the first dance of season 33. He danced the cha-cha with pro partner Jenna Johnson to Tyler Hubbard's Dancing in the Country. Joey Graziadei received a 21 out of 30, which was pretty good for his first outing. He spoke to People magazine after the premiere and dished on his scores. He said, "I was told anything 6 or higher, I should be stoked. So the fact that I got 3 sevens to start off, I saw Jenna's reaction. That's what I go off of. I don't know what I should expect. But her reaction, she was shocked." What Joey Graziadei texted Kelsey Anderson after first dance. Kelsey Anderson was in the live studio audience for Joey's DWTS debut. She attended with her dad, Mark Anderson, who is a contestant on Joan Vasso's season of The Golden Bachelorette. Joey told the media outlet that he was so lucky to have his fiancée there to support him. He revealed that he sent her a text as soon as his dance was over. What he thinks of Jen Tran's dance. While Joey had Kelsey's support, he showed support of his own for Jen Tran. His former contestant is also competing on season 33 of DWTS. Her cha-cha with partner Sasha Farber received a score of 19/30ths, but she didn't have much time to practice because she was a last-minute addition to the cast. But Joey thought that Jen did great. "Jen did amazing tonight for us. I think we both said that we're just focused on what we can do. We love the support from Bachelor Nation. I know it's weird that there's 2 of us in it, but we're just going to control what we can control and just hopefully dance as well as we can every week," he said. What he thinks of Jen Tran's dance. While Joey had Kelsey's support, he showed support of his own for Jen Tran. His former contestant is also competing on season 33 of DWTS. Her cha-cha with partner Sasha Farber received a score of 19/30ths, but she didn't have much time to practice because she was a last-minute addition to the cast. But Joey thought that Jen did great. "Jen did amazing tonight for us. I think we both said that we're just focused on what we can do. We love the support from Bachelor Nation. I know it's weird that there's 2 of us in it, but we're just going to control what we can control and just hopefully dance as well as we can every week," he said. Joey Graziadei had been pacing around his trailer after his Dancing with the Stars debut, his heart still pounding from the adrenaline of the performance. His phone sat face down on the counter, the screen lighting up with notifications he wasn't quite ready to check. He knew there would be messages from friends, family, and probably a barrage of online reactions, but the one he was most anxious about was Kelsey's. Kelsey Anderson had been a solid presence in Joey's life for months now. A whirlwind friendship turned romantic tension that neither of them could fully explain. She wasn't a part of the reality TV world, which was one of the things Joey liked most about her. She kept him grounded, her energy refreshingly real in contrast to the glitz and chaos of his life since The Bachelor. But tonight was different. Tonight, he'd stepped onto that famous DWTS stage, and for the first time he wasn't entirely sure how Kelsey would feel about it. He had sent her a quick text earlier in the day, something short and sweet. "Wish me luck, Kay. It's about to get crazy out there." She'd responded with a gif of a nervous-looking cat peeking out from behind a couch, followed by, "You got this. Kill it." Now, hours later, after the lights had dimmed and the ballroom had emptied, Joey's nerves were returning. The dance had gone well better than he'd expected, actually, but he couldn't shake the feeling that this part of his life, this newfound fame, might be putting distance between them. His phone buzzed again, and finally he couldn't wait any longer. He grabbed it, his fingers swiping to unlock the screen as he exhaled slowly. There it was, her name at the top of his message list. He tapped her name, and her message appeared, simple but direct. Joey. OMG, that was amazing. His shoulders dropped a little, a smile creeping onto his face as he read the words. Relief washed over him, but he wanted to say more than just thank you. He wanted to tell her how he'd thought about her right before stepping onto that dance floor, how her encouragement had been a constant whisper in the back of his mind, keeping him from getting too caught up in the pressure. He started typing. You really think so? I was dying out there. He deleted it. Too generic. I couldn't stop thinking about you tonight. Did you really like it? Too heavy. Joey wasn't quite sure how much of his feelings he wanted to lay bare in a text. Finally, after a deep breath, he typed, Hey Kels, I can't believe you watched it. I was a nervous wreck, but hearing that from you, well, it makes me feel a lot better. What do you think of my moves? He hit send and waited, his phone resting in his hand, screen glowing. The seconds felt like hours. Joey ran a hand through his hair, pacing again. Was she just being nice? Had she really liked it, or was this just one of those polite texts you send when you don't know what else to say? The phone buzzed. Watched it? Are you kidding? I was glued to the screen the whole time. You looked like a natural out there. And might I add, that hip action wasn't too shabby either. Joey grinned, biting his lip as he reread the words. She was teasing him as usual, keeping it light but letting him know she'd been impressed. He loved that about her, how she always found a way to make him laugh, even when he was overthinking everything. His thumbs flew across the keyboard. Okay, now you're just trying to embarrass me. But really, it means a lot that you watched. I know this stuff isn't really your scene, so it's cool that you took the time. The reply came almost immediately. What, you think I wouldn't support my favorite ballroom star? Paffed. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Besides, someone's gotta keep you humble when all those judges start falling in love with you. Joey chuckled out loud at that one. The idea of Len Goodman or Bruno Tonioli fawning over him was ridiculous, but the thought of Kelsey keeping him grounded made him feel more centered. She always had that effect on him, even from hundreds of miles away. He paused before responding. How could he put into words what he really felt? That, deep down, none of this glitz and glamour mattered as much as her opinion. That, even after the applause and the praise, the only thing that truly made him feel good tonight was seeing her name pop up on his phone. His fingers hovered over the keyboard. He didn't want to overdo it, but he also didn't want to leave anything unsaid. You know, Kels, I couldn't stop thinking about you tonight. I'm serious. Right before we went out there, I was feeling all kinds of nervous, and I thought about that cat gif you sent earlier. It totally calmed me down. He hit send before he could second-guess himself. The message was true, even if it left out a lot of the other emotions swirling in his head. He liked Kelsey more than he'd ever admitted out loud, even to himself. This time, the response came after a longer pause. Joey's stomach did a little flip as the typing bubbles appeared and disappeared. Finally, her text came through. I'm glad I could help. And for the record, you should be nervous more often if that's what it takes to bring out those moves. Seriously though, you killed it. Can't wait to see what you do next week. Maybe I'll even make the trip out to see it in person. Joey's heart skipped a beat. Her coming to the show? That was huge. He hadn't expected that. He stared at her words, a mix of excitement and nerves bubbling up in his chest. If she came, things would change. Seeing her in person, outside the texts, the banter, it would mean moving things to a different level, a place he wasn't sure they were ready for. But deep down, he wanted it. He wanted her there. You serious? If you come, I'll have to step up my game even more. Another buzz, this time a photo attached. It was Kelsey, smiling, holding a mock scorecard that read 10/10 in black marker. Her message followed. Only if you keep bringing those moves, Graziadei. Joey laughed out loud, his heart lighter than it had been all night. Deal.